Okay, so this is a vent video. Today, I went and joined some gangstalking groups on Facebook, and I found more trolls on Facebook than I have on YouTube. And today I was commenting back and forth with one, and it's just so nasty how some of these motherfuckers' attitudes are. Like, if you're going to come into a group of people who are being actively gangstalked or whatever, you want to spread a message of hope and try to help each other with techniques or that you found that helps alleviate the symptoms of it, or just somebody, you know, to listen to somebody else. But I run across this one person on Facebook, and he tried to tell me that I was a disinformant agent, that I was in on it, I guess, because I posted my video that I posted on YouTube on Facebook, how I broke free of the gang stalking. Well, for now anyway, knock on wood. And that's where I get the most trolls. It seems like people just see that, you know, you're doing good, and they can't stand it. And they have to make some kind of negative comment about it. Well, this guy tried to tell me that I was a disinformant agent and I was in on it because not even Faraday cages can stop V2K, because Ted Gunderson told him so. And so I come to tell him, well, I've been symptom-free for about, out of these last 9 months that I got out of the psychiatric ward, it's been, let's see, I don't know, it took a good month or two. I mean, it's been 9 months, and the voices and all the symptoms and signs of the gang stalking have stopped. And it ain't because I take medication, because I stopped taking my medication. I've been on the best frequency I've been in since my mental break, and felt the most normal in the past 2 or 3 weeks that I have since the past 9 months. What? So anyway, he goes on to tell me that Ted Gunderson said so, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, fuck Ted Gunderson. I don't care what Ted Gunderson told you. I'm doing good. I'm the best I've been. I'm sorry if you're not, you know, whoever he was, if he's gang stalked, and he's still gang stalked. I said, with an attitude like that V2K can't be stopped. Well, no wonder it doesn't stop for you, because the mind achieves what the body achieves what the mind believes. Okay? So, if you go around with the attitude that V2K can't be stopped just because some motherfucker named Ted Gunderson told you so, then it ain't going to stop for you. It's not going to stop at all for you. And then he comes back and tells me this, you know, I finally told him I was done commenting back and forth with him, and I'm sorry if, you know, his life might not be going so good right now, but I have nothing else to say. Fuck Ted Gunderson. He comes back and says that once you're on the program, there's no escaping it. Basically, he tried to say, once you put it on program, you're dead. There's no way out alive. Isn't that the kind of attitude you want to have going around making comments on people's videos in gang stalking communities? Is that once you put on the program, nobody gets out alive? That seems that's really going to help some people. It's really going to help some people that are being actively gang stalked, is to act like that and to tell people that once you're on the program, you never get out alive. Well, I'm alive. I haven't been bothered with it in a few months now, about more than 5 or 6 months. And I was just making my video about how I broke free of it to share my experience of what I was doing differently. I don't know. Someone let me know some information. Somebody commented on that from YouTube, though. It was we tried off brother. It was a really good commenter. He gave me a lot of really good information. He told me what I was basically doing when I said I was rewiring or making new neural connections, neural pathways. It's something called Dianetics or feedback, a neural feedback. And I looked into neural feedback. I hadn't read about Dianetics yet, but neural feedback sounded like a really good thing you could try. And it comes, well, it's a good technique to try. But they say you can't try it without a doctor. But I think I did it. I talked to myself. You can it's trying to control, you can learn to control your own mind's function. Now, Dianetics, that's Scientology. I haven't read about it yet, but that's as far as I got into looking into it. But this person, you know, was letting me know some information and some good things to read and where to go, and explain to me what it was I had done in my brain, and give me a name for what I'd done. Now, I didn't know what it was I'd done, really. I was just trying to spread something that seemed to have worked for me, and this person was kind enough to give me a name to it and to give me information and links to places that I could go to find out more. That's the kind of comment I like to see, but it makes me not even want to talk about gang stalking anymore, or targeted individual stuff anymore, even though I'm not actively targeted right now, or being gang stalked. I was, but I would never tell somebody that once you put in the program, nobody makes it out alive. It's just a real shitty goddamn outlook, in my opinion. And that's a real nasty attitude to have. So I hope that person, I wouldn't say I hope he's gang stalked and he's a targeted individual, because I wouldn't wish that on anybody, I don't guess. But if he is, I hate to tell him that none of his torture is going to stop, and he's definitely not going to make it out alive. But I doubt it. He's probably one of the freaking, just a troll is all it was, but it pissed me off. Normally I don't let trolls bother me, but that one really did, just because his whole attitude about it was just so negative. And nobody likes to be called, like, an agent or somebody that's disinformation. It's not. Everybody has their own ways. I mean, we all have common experiences that you run across. It doesn't matter where you live or where you're at. You will find people in the targeted individual and gang stalking community that you've had the same experiences as. That's, overall. But everybody's gang stalking is also unique. Especially the neural monitoring and the bio surveillance and stuff, because that has to do with the frequency that your soul resonates on. That has to do with the sound your soul makes, and how it functions. That's what they're fucking with a lot in there. So, I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to vent about the troll. That troll on Facebook. It pissed me off. It really did. No, but that's what I was saying. Everybody's unique too, in a way. Their stalking and harassment is unique too. It's got lots of common experiences, but it also has a uniqueness to it, and so everybody deals with it in a different way, and everybody's on different levels of understanding. Like, I still don't really know. I don't think I'll ever know exactly. I'll never know who. I don't think it was anybody but me. Someone commented on Facebook too that Dianetics works for some people, but something about the person that puts you on the list, it doesn't stop them or whatever. Well, there was no person that put me on a watch list except for me. Yeah, I don't go in my house or interact with people enough to piss somebody off enough to put me on a government terrorist watch list. But myself probably threw up the flags and got myself put on one. I know if I do a search on myself, Truth Finder, it says that it'll say before you pay, it might tell that to everybody, but it tells me when I search myself that I might be linked to terrorists or terrorist groups. Because of where I was going on the internet, what I was reading and still do read and still go there. I ain't afraid to go where I want to go and read what I want to read on the internet. But that's what got my ass put on a watch list, if anything. It wasn't another person, it was me and my actions just throwing up red flags. I mean, they already can hack your phone and see what you're doing on the internet anyway. And see what you're reading and see what you look at. And then you got AI on there that knows what you like and what you don't like and what your tendencies are. So they could just pull that information out of the internet too, with their algorithms, and just, make a, and you could start up a good investigation on somebody by pulling the data from algorithms out through wherever they pull them out from and get the information about where people are going, what they're watching, what they're doing. I'm sure that's how they supposedly watch terrorists too, like the ones they told us bombed 9/11, but, well, you know what I mean. I'd say I've got myself put on a watch list to being an enemy of the state more than a terrorist, but I'm not sure. Either way, I have myself to blame for getting myself put on that. But I don't care. I still don't want it to stop. It's stopped now, harassing me and all of that. I'm not actively targeted, but I can't hardly remember some of the places I was going and searching when I would have my eposodes, and everything was just so fast. It felt like I was just sucking in information, and it was almost like it would take over my hand with a finger, and it would just swipe through and just take over my hand, and just information from all kinds of places. I couldn't tell you all the places I've been. I know I ran into many places on there that told me that if I go any further, that I was going to be subject to government surveillance, which was kind of stupid, and already subject to that anyway. But so, I've got myself to blame for putting myself on any kind of a watch list. But yeah, I don't know about that person's comment, but at least they were nice enough to admit that might work for some people, because that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that this is what seemed to work for me, and I didn't have a name to call it or know the process it was that I did until someone helped me out in the comment section. That's what I like to see, is people willing to be helpful, spread positivity and hope, not negativity and just gross. Because the gang stalking targeted individual community is a sensitive group of people. There are people, that kill themselves. A large number of them kill themselves. And to hear somebody come along and comment, if it was somebody else that was actively being targeted, you don't know, to say something like, once you're put in the program, nobody gets out alive. That right there, and then somebody hears that, and they take that, and then their minds, they believe that. They start to believe that, just like the motherfucker that said it believes Ted Gunderson. Okay? Then your mind's going to believe it, and then your body's going to achieve it. And those are the kind of beliefs I like to hold. I don't like to hold in beliefs from people that tell me things. I like to find out for myself. So there you go. That was my little rant about it. And to the people in the targeted individual community that are actively targeted now and get trolled, if you do videos, I'd turn the comments off, because I wouldn't want to deal with that kind of shit. While I was at the peak of my harassment and targeting, I wouldn't have. Because I almost thought about it. I thought I was going to kill myself, but I didn't think I was going to do it willingly. I thought they were going to get control of my body and make me kill myself with my physical actions. You know, I'll never kill myself. Ever. And I told my mom that when I freaked out. I said, if I come up dead and it looks like suicide, I guess I probably did kill myself, but I didn't want to do it. So anyway, love you, see you, bye.